to Yin Breaths. This is a video about Yin Yoga, and I'll be sharing with you one yoga pose that you can do at home. This will be targeted into the neck space and into the large intestines. Okay, so for this pose, you don't need any props at all. We will be doing this from this seated position. If you feel that you want to come into any other seated position and you like to use your props, whether it's a cushion or both a block, or maybe even you like to sit on the chair, you can go ahead and grab those. Yeah. Now I will also be showing you some variations for this pose to take you through the different meridians, that you could be touching when we get into the pose, but also to accommodate for skeletal variations in the body. All right, this is a really functional way of approaching this practice, as skeletal variation exists in every individual and every part of the body. Now I need to thank my teachers Joe and Joe for teaching me about this, and all of us who are teaching with the knowledge of skeletal variations in our classes. We are accrediting it to Paul and to Susie Greeley. Okay, so as we come into the neck space today, okay, this area, this neck region here, there are lots of different meridians into this space here that we can get into as well. Okay, first and foremost, what you want to do is really just allow the head to drop back and the chin upwards towards the sky this way. Okay, so for some individuals, maybe you're not able to tilt a whole lot, and just tilting slightly, you're already feeling a stretch here. Okay, this way. And then for some individuals, you might be able to really go all the way back, and this is only when you start to feel a stretch. Okay. So this is one way of getting a stretch into the neck. There's some individuals when we bring the chin forwards, okay, into this space here. Maybe this is the maximum that they can go, and already they're feeling a sensation of a stretch into the back of the neck. And then there's some individuals who can and have the capacity to bring the chin all the way down towards the direction of the chest space, and they can feel more stretch into the back of the neck this way. Okay, so simply because if your head is only in this position, or maybe in this position, okay, versus this, it does not mean that you're not getting a stretch. It is a skeletal variation. Individuals who are able to do this, where the chin and the chest are really close to each other, you can already see that in asana practice classes, that these individuals are the ones who are, when they're in shoulder stand, their chest is automatically coming towards the chin, and then the legs are the ones shooting upwards towards the direction of the ceiling. Alright, those of us who aren't able to bring it all the way down this way, our posture for the shoulder stand will look totally different altogether. Okay, and that's just what skeletal variation is. Okay, that's all that you need to know, and that's all that you need to understand. So, okay, and you're gonna go ahead and tilt the head back and behind till you feel a stretch into the front side, and then now we're gonna drop the head towards one side. Okay, so I'm dropping it towards my left. It's going back and to the left, and I'm feeling a stretch now into the front right side of my neck space, and this space is the large intestine meridian right here. Okay, so you can go ahead and stay there for a little while as you feel into the space. Now if you feel that at any time maybe this is too much and you need to release a little bit, you can always do that. And then maybe when you feel comfortable, you can drop the head back again to once more. Okay, feel a little bit more intensity in the stretch in this area. So when we have the head back and behind this way, right, and we feel the stretch into the front side, we're actually getting into two different meridians here. We're getting into the kidney meridian and the stomach meridian. And then, yeah, when the head is tilted over towards one side and you feel it into the front side, that's when it comes into the large intestine meridian. And as I go ahead and tilt my head even further towards the direction of the shoulder, is not a lateral stretch, and I'm feeling it into the small intestine meridian. As I drop the chin forwards into the front, and I feel a stretch into the back side of the neck space. This is my gallbladder meridian. And as I drop my chin all the way forwards into the front, this is my bladder meridian. Okay, so you can go ahead and just stay in that one spot where the head is dropped back and behind into the large intestine meridian here, or if you feel that you want to work into other meridians, you can do so as well. You can close the eyes and then just feel and focus on the breath. And then when you're ready to come out, you might maybe drop the head to the side and slowly bring it forwards into the front. And then maybe lifting the head up really nice and slowly to bring the cervical spine into a neutral space. And you can stay here for a little while. Okay, maybe the eyes closed, the eyes open, that's entirely up to you. Feeling the release of the side of the neck, the front side of the neck space, and maybe feeling some energetic flow as the large intestine meridian runs from the index finger upwards into the direction of the neck and up into the face. Alright. Once you're done on one side for about 30 breaths, which is the equivalent of 3 minutes, you can go ahead and come into this neutral position for a while before you come into the second side. Or if you feel that you want to do both sides simultaneously and then come into that release, or what we call the rebound, that's entirely up to you. Now know that because of skeletal variation, when you come into the other side of the neck space, and if you're coming into the same meridian, which is the large intestine meridian, so we're dropping the head back and behind, so the angle of the head might be slightly different, but as long as you're feeling that sensation and the stretch into the area of the neck that we want to feel into, that's absolutely fine. And that is really the function of yin yoga, right? This is how it's a functional approach. So it's really not about placing the head position in a particular angle on either side, because it doesn't work that way. It's really about just feeling and sensing where you feel. And this is what we mean by a functional approach to the practice, okay? Understanding about skeletal variations this way, alright? So I hope that you found this video beneficial and insightful for you. Maybe with skeletal variation now you can apply this understanding into your own practice, whether it's your yin yoga practice or any other asana based practices at all, or maybe any other movement practice too. Okay, thank you so much for your time and for watching this video. I hope to see you in the next one as well. Bye bye.